My wife returned from a work retreat in Vegas with a full-on hickey on her neck. She swears it's a bug bite, but I'm not convinced. So I told her I would leave and she confessed. My wife and I, college sweethearts, have been married for almost 6 years. We have a daughter, 4. She's my first love and my best friend. My wife works in a corporation. Her job has annual work retreats that last for about a week. This year was in Vegas. But during this retreat, she grew increasingly weird. She was herself for the first day or so, but grew distant. I even text her about important stuff and be left on read while she claimed she never saw my text. She was rushing me or our daughter off the phone whenever we talked. These were all times she wasn't involved in retreat activities. We were supposed to have a mini birthday celebration for our daughter over FaceTime. Our daughter was excited. My wife promised it because the retreat overlapped her actual birthday. But my wife backed out because she had people up to her room after a seminar. She wanted my permission to break her promise to our daughter. I told her I wasn't offering that, nor making her keep her word. She said I wasn't being fair, and this was a networking opportunity. My wife ended up hanging up, leaving me to comfort our daughter alone. She was documenting the retreat on social media. One coworker was almost in every pic video attached to her hip. In one pic, he had his arm too comfortably around her emo. He's a recent hire in my wife's department. She was asked to oversee him. I don't like the guy. He doesn't know boundaries. Once, in response to a work assignment, he texted my wife that she's exactly the kind of woman he needs to keep him in check. My wife had brushed it off. She feels bad for him because he's not fitting in. She took him under her wing during his first retreat with the team. If I questioned, she'd say she was tired or networking. There was always something. The day before her return home, she complained about a bruise on her neck. She stressed it was a bug bite. I didn't actually see the bruise until she came home. I instantly thought it was a full-on hickey. She kinda brushed it off after making a big deal of it over the phone. I didn't push because our daughter was present, but when I was able to confront her, she clung to her bug bite claim. When I kept pushing, she asked what I was trying to imply. I outright said I believed she had a hickey, and I didn't believe she was being honest with me. We had it out then. She was offended and pissed at the accusation, so we had a pretty bad fight, and she accused me of looking to pick a fight due to the incident with our daughter's birthday. I told her it had nothing to do with that, and everything to do with a hickey on her neck. Now she's been wearing turtlenecks ever since, and we're caught between arguing and her dousing our daughter and me with affection. Update. It took a while for my wife and me to have any real conversation about the bruise on her neck. We were stuck between arguing and her showering our daughter and me with affection. I rarely saw the bruise because she was turtlenecked up, but I did note the healing process from reddish purple to yellow. There wasn't any more discussion about the Vegas retreat. She made it clear she was done talking about it, and that she shouldn't need to defend herself to her husband. I told her she could do whatever she wanted, but I was done being treated like an idiot, and I wasn't sharing a bed with someone I couldn't trust, so I moved into the guest room. Communication stopped. My wife came to the guest room one night and asked if we could talk. I could tell she'd been crying. She said she hated the way things were between us. She felt she was losing me either way. I told her I needed complete honesty. She confessed she hooked up with that coworker on our daughter's birthday. The hickey was from him. She was lost in the heat of the moment and didn't realize he was sucking so hard on her neck. By her account, they made out while doing some on top of the clothes stuff, and then he went down on her. It stopped there because he called her by a nickname that I affectionately call her. It snapped her back to the reality of her actions. She went to splash water on her face and saw the hickey. The guy made light of it and made a joke about the hickey being her souvenir. She blew up on him and kicked him out of her suite. Part of the reason she was avoiding me was out of guilt. She said she's coming clean because she no longer wants to hide things. I asked her why she cheated. What was it about that guy she deemed worth risking everything? She claimed it wasn't him specifically, nor is she unhappy with our marriage. She doesn't really know how to explain it, but a part of her feels broken. The more she looks in the mirror, the more she sees her dad. A cycle of being consumed with work, distant from child, and the infidelity he put her mom through. I said her parents didn't make her cheat. She chose to party up with a guy who constantly disrespected our relationship. These were all her decisions, and she at any point could have chosen our family. She said she'll do whatever it takes to repair it. Go to HR, quit her job, counseling, anything. She tried giving this rally cry for our relationship, but I felt very numb. She feels she failed as a wife and mom, but she loves us both beyond words and wants our life together and our family intact. She didn't want separation. She felt we should stay together in our home, but I told her a separation was happening. Either she was leaving the home, or I was with our daughter. She consented to leaving to best not uproot our daughter so much. I think this period of separation is for the best. I'm not sure about divorce. I haven't let myself fully go there.